Yeah, just happy for our football team. Excited to come home in the home opener and get a win like we did tonight. Really proud of our defense. It's hard to pitch a shutout. Those don't come too often. And Coach Summers' defense staff, players did a fantastic job. Really thought we moved the ball really well on offense. The obvious is we got to finish drives. We got to put the ball in the end zone. Had a couple fourth down stops down there in the red zone. But saw a lot of great things as a team tonight. A lot of players made plays. That was good to see. Got a bad taste out of our mouth from the week before and feeling good about ourselves. And we needed to do that tonight and start conference play next week with a great opponent in Middle Tennessee and rivalry game. And so it was good to get this win and get the momentum going to get ready for next week. That said, questions.
All right, Tyson, how important was it for your defense to really have a good showing after last week, especially heading into that conference opener?
Yeah, I think anytime you play a tough opponent like Alabama and kind of how we lost that game, again, last week I thought there was a lot of good things in the game that we saw, but we needed to correct a lot of things, and we corrected them tonight. And, that's a sign of a team that, is really wanting to do well and passionate to win, and a lot of men and women had a lot of hard work this week. It was not an easy week, but everybody had a great attitude and bounced back great. I mean, from one side of the coin to the other like we did says a lot about this program, the people in the program, the players especially, because they're the ones out there on the field making it happen. But just really proud of the whole program, the whole organization tonight.
Coach, last week after the game, I talked about Elijah Young and his performance at Alabama. He was one of the bright spots. But tonight, him and Anthony Sanders in that running back room really carried a little bit of the offense. What do you think about their game going forward?
I really felt like everybody, talking about offensively, a lot of players stepped up. Everybody took a turn. When it was their time, they made their plays, and that was really good to see. I thought TJ had a really nice night, managed the offense well. Saw the field pretty good, and then it's always good to have the runners are able to run to take some of that load off of him, and so they made some tough runs tonight. Offensive line did a great job of with the pocket and moving the line of scrimmage. A lot of receivers came up with big plays when we needed them, on critical downs. Had a couple fourth down stops, so where we stopped ourselves, whether it was a drop pass or one of those kind of things. So we got to get those fixed. But really happy overall.
You had a lot of receivers make big plays. Which ones kind of surprised you or really stood out to you?
Nobody surprised me, but I think Keyshawn Johnson, really stood out tonight. Made some explosive plays. Really we had seen it all through camp. He really didn't get that opportunity last week, but he really showed out tonight. But that whole receiving corps really did a good job of catching the ball and making plays, runs after the catch. A lot of guys played. That was good to see. We had a couple guys that had some bumps and bruises, nothing big, but the next guy would come in and step up and make a big play. So really happy for that room.
Dalvin didn't play the second half, correct?
What's that?
Dalvin, you brought him in.
Yeah, we were rotating. I really didn't pay a lot of attention to that, to be honest with you. I know he showed up a lot in the second half.
Yeah, just a little bit more about TJ. Kind of really looked like he was a little more settled. Obviously, the line did a better job of easing some of that pressure off him, but it really looked like he could settle in and operate this offense.
Yeah, he looked really comfortable out there. I thought last week, even under the duress and the environment he was in, even though it wasn't going our way, he seemed very comfortable. But tonight, he really looked like a true veteran guy that was at ease out there and really had full command of the offense, did a good job. And, really happy with our quarterback room as a whole. Those guys do a nice job leading. Not only TJ, but Caden Bellcamp and the rest of those quarterbacks really do a great job of leading the group. And so that was good to see. But with TJ tonight, he sat in there and made a couple throws that were some big-time throws. So we're going to need those throws down the stretch.
This happened after your weekly availability, but the whiteout issue with Eastern Kentucky. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that and how you reacted to it.
You know, I never really have opinions on uniforms. You can ask anybody here. You know, I'm the last guy when they say, hey, well, you know, this uniform or that uniform. I've just focused on the game. I really, the whole thing with that was I just had no opinion. Didn't bother me one bit. I was so focused on trying to win a football game, to be honest with you. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.